Welcome to the Business Administration Podcast. Hello, and welcome to the Business Administration Podcast. I'm Dr. Leslie Sukup, and today I want to talk to you about leaning into the uncomfortable. Leaning into the uncomfortable is difficult for many people. We like our comforts. We don't like when change occurs. We have difficulty moving or accepting opportunities that come our way because we know we got it good where we're at. And I can tell you that that's normal, that's human nature, and that's where a lot of us miss out on opportunities to learn, to grow, to become a better person, to rise up on that career ladder because we don't want to embrace or lean into the uncomfortable zone. I want to share a story with you where I learned the importance of leaning into the uncomfortable in my high school years. As a kid, as a teenager, I was very much so introverted. I was very comfortable around my friend group, but extending past that, I would get nervous. I was hesitant to speak up, become involved, volunteer, and I realized that if I wanted to do more with my life, I needed to find a way to get over that. And one of the opportunities that I took to help improve and give me a little bit more courage to move into that uncomfortable zone was participating in a competition in high school, which was forensics. And one of the competitions that I participated in was impromptu speaking. And in this impromptu speaking competition, you are expected to have a general knowledge of a certain topic beforehand. But you have no idea going into the competition what article you may receive from the judge, because it can be either a short editorial article or it could be a political cartoon or editorial cartoon. And once you received that from the judge, you had 6 minutes to look it over, prepare a speech, and give it to the judge as a persuasive one way or the other within 6 minutes. So you had to be on your game. The first year, I didn't do so well. And I debated whether or not I should continue going into the competition the following year. But I did. I stuck with it. I knew that I could do it. I believed in myself. I wanted to believe in myself. So the second year came around and I competed in this exact same competition and I did better. And I was like, "Oh, this is awesome." Gave myself, kudos, pat on the back. And then the third year came around and I did even better. And I placed in the second year, but not as well as the third year. I actually won a competition and I was like, this is incredible. And I looked back, I did a lot of reflection and I realized, you know what? I am becoming a stronger person because I was willing to lean into that uncomfortable zone. Once I graduated high school, I eh, joined the military. I joined the United States Air Force. And after basic training, my training instructor gave me some sage advice, and he mentioned that I needed to shine. I needed to, in other words, I needed to believe in myself and go for those opportunities. And I took that to heart. And that just reinforced the message that I needed to lean more into that uncomfortable area. So throughout my first chapter of a career being in the military, every time that an opportunity arose where I had those butterflies or I had that nervous feeling, that was an indicator to me that I needed to lean into that uncomfortable zone. And I can tell you every time I did, yes, it was scary. Yes, I had a lot of nerves going in, but I didn't fail. I learned from every opportunity and I grew and developed new strengths. I expanded my network and it led to other doors opening for me. And I share these stories with my students along with a few others to reinforce the importance of leaning into the uncomfortable. Yes, it's scary. Yes, it's hard. And you really have to be willing to take that step forward. But I can tell you that it's going to lead to the greatest growth occurring to you personally, professionally, maybe even academically. There, there is so much good that can come out of it. And one of the, or a few questions you may actually want to ask yourself as these opportunities arise and they are a little bit uncomfortable for you, ask yourself, how can I grow from this opportunity? What can I learn from this opportunity? How can I expand my network from this opportunity? And there's many other questions you can ask yourself, but those three will guide you on whether or not you should expand into this opportunity. It's it really is important, and I I believe in you. I believe that you can have the courage within yourself to lean into that uncomfortable area and find the greatest growth within yourself. So have the courage, believe in yourself. You got this. And I hope you are enjoying our podcast. I hope to see you in the future. Best wishes.